It's not a normal world, it's Taskmaster world. Welcome to today's video. This video, oh, my dog's at the door. This video is so overdue. I wrote these notes on the 23rd of June and today's date is the 17th of July. Now, I don't remember the reason. I remember when I was writing this, I was away at the weekend, so I couldn't do it then. I'm not too sure the other reasons why I delayed it, but we're here now talking about Taskmaster UK Champions of Champions 2. My memory of this isn't as vivid anymore, like compared to the notes. So I know the episode, but it's the notes, the bits that I might not be as vivid with. So let's begin. Task 1, which was the prize task, the thing that makes everyone go wow. Ed Gamble, his trophy went to space, so it was in 4K, and he went to his space company, and they'd got the head to fly all the way to space, and all the way back down again. So, he had the best prize task, by far. Will Sanders, Heart in a Jar, Kerry Godwin a script, that was, so they reenacted his script. No. Pay to take the winner to Pompeii. Pompeii? Well, is it Pompeii? Yes, it is Pompeii. Richard Herring had the winner going to Pompeii, which, as we all know later on, he didn't really need. And Kerry and Lisa Tarbuck had a photo of her with famous people. So, if you don't know, the lineup was Ed Gamble, Lou Sanders, Kerry Godwin, Richard Herring, and Lisa Tarbuck. Ed Gamble, Series 9 winner. Lou Sanders, Series 8 winner. Kerry Godwin, Series 7 winner. Lisa Tarbuck, Series 6 winner. And Richard Herring, Series 10 winner. So the next one will be 11, 12, 13, 14 and 15. So there'll be 5. So if the champion's 3. So, let me just make sure I'm not creasing my shirt. So, first of all, we have the first task. Task number 1. Feed yourself a grape in the most exciting way. Ed Gamble had Alex dress up as a police officer, and Ed being a he dressed up as a sniffer dog. Which on the podcast he thought was hilarious. Lou Sanders from a bath on a string. Kerry Godwin, she got James Acaster involved. Well, she says she got James Acaster involved, but really, we all know what happened. She forced James Acaster to be, he forced her to let him be involved. All he did was roll the grape. It made no sense, and she knew it made no sense. Richard Herring, he made it look like a documentary, so he made like a wine documentary. I'm going to wheel myself a little bit more forward now because I feel like I'm too far away from you lot at home. Lisa Tarbuck, she got Alex to treat her like a sailor. Who had the best prize task? We already knew with Ed Gamble. Who had the best go at it was Richard Herring with the documentary. Task 2. Cut holes and make a scene in the wall. Ed Gamble, murder. Lou Sanders, random sea animals. Kerry Godwin, inappropriate. Richard Herring, octopus. Lisa Tarbuck, mountain. Richard scored the task for Greg. Yes. Now, if we go into online, if we go to the, if I press, I'm on Safari, going to my Taskmaster group, and go into the, where is me homepage, and we go to Taskmaster Champions and Champions 2 on the website. I like to call, the website is called taskmaster.info. Right, we go to Champions and Champions 2. Champions and Champions 2, yes. We go to task number 1. He's relayed out. So we already had look the most like a champion in the Taskmaster titles, which I've never mentioned, but that did happen. The task that we're currently talking about is feed yourself grape in the most elaborate way. So let's look at the notes from here to make sure we understand. No, it wasn't this one we wanted to look at, it was this one. Create a wonderful seaside photo cutout board. Cut out holes in a creative scene on this board so that when you and Alex stick parts of your body through the hole, it looks wonderful. Most wonderful scene wins. You have 20 minutes. Your time starts now. So Ed got 3 points. Kerry got 2. Lisa got 5. Lou got 4. And Richard got 1 point for that task. Similar tasks to that, which we're not going to look at. We want to look at the attempts. There was the 15 points and no disqualifications, but what were the attempts? I assume people know what the attempts were. Well, let's find out if we click onto the people whether that gives me... No, that just talks about who Ed is. So, we're at a loss, really, is what I can say. We're at a loss. So, basically, it never told me... Oh, guests. So only here, guests. James appeared on a video in Kerry Godwin's attempt in the Feed Yourself a Grape in the most elaborate way task. Yes. So, is there any other notes that the website would like to give me about this task? No. Right, so... There we have it. That's what we've got for that task. Right? So my notes were not very... Right, I think my notes make more sense now. Let's reread my notes to see if my notes make sense to what we've got. So, Ed did a murder scene. Lou Sanders did a random sea animals. Kerry Godwin did something inappropriate. And Richard Herring did octopus, and Louisa Tarbuck did mountains. Because it was so hard to choose, he got Richard to score this task. Task number 3. And let me use the website again so I can read out the task, because I don't always write the exact name. Task number 3 was get the duck into the pond. The duck must be launched from behind this rope, and you must stay behind this rope during its journey. You may not move the rope or the pond. Fastest wins. Your time starts now. So, before we get on to my notes, let's see the official notes. Obviously, it's not the official note, but this is what was gathered in an official capacity. We had points 15. So, Ed got 1, Kerry got 4, Lisa got 3, Lou got 5, and Richard got 2. The tasks that are similar to this are fall all the ducks, light the torch, extinguish the torch, empty the bathtub, fall all the ducks, and empty the bathtub. Obviously, so I'll read off the countries there for that one. Taskmaster Series 4 was fall all the ducks. Best to Test Light the Torch Series 5. Best to Test Series 5, extinguish the torch. Taskmaster Series 1, empty the bath. Stormmaster Series 1, fall all the ducks. And Kongamufala, or Befala, or however you're supposed to pronounce it. I do apologise. Series 1, empty the bath. So, how does the task get this duck into that pond? The duck must be launched from behind this rope, and you must stay behind this rope during its journey. You may not move the rope or the pond. Fastest wins. Your time starts now. So how does that relate to my notes? My notes are: Ed Gamble, he tried to build a river but got stuck. He spent half an hour on it, then boarded bits of the duck. Then buried bits of the duck into the ground. Lou Sanders, she used a rope and dragged it. Kerry Godwin used a tennis racket, but that did not work, so she in a roll and pushed it down. Like a barrel type thing is what I saw. I think that's how we're going to describe it. It was a barrel type thing, if you get what I mean. Richard Herring, he used a sledge, then he tried, it's the sledge that they keep on using in the show. Tied the duck to remote controlled rat. Lisa Tarbuck. Put Alex on a cart from the shed, then she tied it to the back of Alex's car. Yes, I think that was the best bit of it, because all she did would theoretically tied the whole thing to Alex's car, and Alex did most of the job. So, the live task. Let's see if this video is 8 minutes. Correct, because I wanna keep these videos short, but 8 minutes is short enough. So, live task. Suitcase full of bricks or suitcase full of balloons. It's a new segment. Task brief. Pack either 5 bricks or 5 balloons in your bag. One at a time. You must then walk across the stage and place your bag on the circle near the Taskmaster, who will guess whether you were packing a brick or a balloon. If he guesses correctly, you are eliminated. If you deceive him, you are qualified for another round. Most deceptions wins. You have 100 seconds to pack your bag. Your time starts now. 5 points were given, no disqualifications. Ed Gamble, no points. Kerry Godwin, no points. Lisa Tarbuck, no points. Lou Sanders, no points. And Richard Herring, 5 points. So, are there any similar tasks to it? This is just because my notes are confusing me a little bit, so I want to make this video still as interesting. So I'm giving you the added extras from taskmaster.info, which is a brilliant website. We had Bestie Test Series 6, Make Noise Without Being Identified by the Taskmaster. Bestie Test Series 6 again, To Eat or Not to Eat a Chili. Bestie Test Series 6 again, which is One Leg or Two. Taskmaster New Zealand Series 1, Write the Taskmaster an Anonymous Poem. We have Zero Master, Taskmaster Finland. Shake Hands with the Taskmaster Without Revealing Your Identity. And Taskmaster Portugal Series 1, Cancel Grapes in Your... Cancel? Oh, collate grapes in your mouth or hand. There we go. What did my notes say? I like this task. They all did well. Yes, they all did well. Well done. So, who won? Who is the new champion of the champion? It is the one, the only, your friend of mine, Richard Herring! I've interviewed him, I've met him, I've interviewed him. He's a wonderful guy. I know how heavy the Taskmaster trophy is. I'll probably do that as a clip for this channel. Who knows? I really was, I'm going to say well done to Richard Herring again. He was on the Taskmaster podcast afterwards, rubbed it into Ed Gamble. Whoa. Ed Gamble was so, well, not upset, but like, found it hilarious about how funny Richard Herring found it funny that he's been telling everyone all week that he wouldn't win. He was on Sunday Brunch mentioning that he didn't win, but he was just there to deceive everyone. And so, yeah, there we have it. Taskmaster UK over for a little bit. So, been no more UK content for a while. I am working on... I do want to do Portugal content and Croatia content and about the Quebec version, but I'm working on that because I want to make the videos interesting but without getting copyrighted. So I want to add clips in, but I don't want it copyrighted. So I'm sort of working out best ways of doing that. So the channel content will keep coming. It was a little bit slow because I was not around and it's harder to get someone to sort me tie because I'm not really good at tying tie. Like most people in this world can't tie a tie. So there's obviously bits and bobs that need to be fixed within the channel. More videos will be coming. There'll be 8 minutes or more the videos. Recommend me a version I have not spoke about on this channel yet, and I'll probably review an episode if you would like, or I would do a reaction video or a cut thing. I've got some other interesting concepts that I want to try out, but I have to see if my brother's home to try out these concepts. But thank you guys for watching. Remember, keep tasking. Bye.
Hello everyone, please subscribe to Taskmaster World.